and we're here for it. We're giving you our predictions from round one all the way to the finals of this year's NBA playoffs. Also, side note, my audio is a little scuffed this episode, so bear with it just for this now, but we'll get it fixed next time. You locked in? Look at your phone a little bit there.
I'm locked.
You're locked? All right, we're locked. It's 10 o'clock again. Not really. It's 10:45. It's Friday for y'all. Welcome back to the Pick and Roll Podcast. My name is Cole Fair, joined alongside my co-host, what the hell am I talking about? Co-host Zach Narosic. We're here, and it's finally playoff season. And boy, am I excited for it. As you can see, I'm dripped out. I got my Lakers hats on. I got my technically Lakers jersey on. Minneapolis Lakers, same thing. I'm hyped. It's playoff season. We're going to make our playoff predictions for y'all here on this episode today. It's going to be a little bit of a short and sweet episode, but an absolute banger. We're going to go through each first-round matchup and then the second round, but the potential second-round matchups and the potential conference finals matchup, and then ultimately the potential finals matchup for us. And I'm hyped. I'm excited. It's Friday. No more school for the rest of the week. It's the weekend. Playoffs start tomorrow. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Zach, what's your feelings right now? Your emotions? It's finally the playoff time. Oof, we finally made it.
I mean, just what a second half of the NBA season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it felt like to me, as soon as people started talking about ratings going down, then we just got one of the greatest second halves to an NBA season I feel like I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, started with the trade deadline.
From the trade deadline, from the Luka trade to everything else that's happened since then. I mean, yeah, NBA's really taken over.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about it. Like, we have intramural basketball potentially Thursday and Friday next week, and we're like, we're gonna miss the NFL draft, but we're like, we don't give a fuck. Like
we're gonna miss the NFL draft.
Oh my god! Like, I don't care. I'm probably only gonna tune in for my Niners pick, but that's about it. Like, I don't care about the rest of it. The NBA is fully taken over. And if you haven't figured out and realized at this point, then you're just hating at this point, and you're missing out on some great entertainment in sports. I mean, you've seen it for the past couple of years. The NBA playoffs is really like that, and I mean, this one, just looking at the bracket here, like the Warriors-Grizzlies game was an absolute dogfight. The Kings-Mavericks put on a little bit of show. That's just the play-in. I mean, even just coming down to the last 2 weeks of the regular season, you saw how competitive the Western Conference was. And now we're going to the playoffs. You have all these matchups, stars, MVP caliber players, all NBA talented players, all these defensive players, all this stuff going into the one little bracket here, and you got 16 more games until we crown a champion for a Southern team, or 16 more wins for a team to win a championship. And I mean, obviously, I hope that's the Lakers, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be a great showing for the NBA, and I think this is going to really, in the ultimate things, catapult it to be what it used to be.
All right, so kicking off, you want to get some play-in predictions? Because
100%, bro. I've been gearing for that.
Bet.
All right, so obviously tonight.
Let's start in the West Conference, the best conference. Who do we got playing the Thunder? The Mavs or the Grizzlies?
So for the past couple nights, I've been going back and forth. Obviously, the Maverick season. You know what happened there. Yeah, but aside from the Luka trade, they have dealt with a lot of injuries, which I feel like has gone a little bit under the radar because of the magnitude of the Luka trade. But they dealt with some injuries. Obviously, Kyrie's been out for the season. Anthony Davis got injured in his first game as a Maverick. Daniel Gafford was injured for a minute. Wiley was injured for a minute. PJ Washington was injured for a minute. So, I mean, now they're healthy and they're playing at a really good level, the level that we kind of thought. Obviously, they don't have Kyrie still. So it's a tough one. I think it's definitely going to be a dogfight. But the Grizzlies have home court. They've been playing better basketball all year, and I just trust the Grizzlies more. Obviously, I mean, they're a 38-win team. Like, let's not make any mistake about that. The Grizzlies are no pushover team. They are a 48-win team. And the Mavericks didn't even reach 500. So, I mean, just the way the Grizzlies playing, I trust John Morant and Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson Jr. to make the plays down the stretch to get them over the hump. So I'm taking the Grizzlies in this 8-10 matchup of the play.
For me, I have to agree with you. I have to go with the Grizzlies because they've just been the more consistent team this season. They've dealt with injuries as well as the Mavericks, but I just think the Grizzlies have a better rotation and are more trustworthy in the playoffs. The
Mm-hmm.
Mavericks, I could see sneaking this one out. They're a sneaky team.
Game
They
Murray
have a
probably
high
will.
they have a high ceiling whenever they're all clicking, but I just see the Grizzlies pulling this one out.
Yeah. So that means we have the Grizzlies, both of us playing Thunder, so I'll make it easy in the playoff predictions later. We'll go over to the East Conference. Who gives a fuck? Heat Hawks. I mean, I'm just gonna take the Hawks. I mean, I don't know.
I think the Hawks are the better team. I'm going with the
Yeah,
Hawks.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of shocked that he beat the Bulls, especially by the margin they did. But
Oh, I know.
at the end of the day, that's what happened, and I think the Hawks beat them though. I think
Yeah,
the Hawks beat them. I want the Heat to win, but
obviously
the
because you
Hawks
get
are
better odds for the lottery and stuff
yeah,
like that.
I need I need the Mavs and the Heat to win, but I don't think either really happened. So
Yeah.
I'm picking the Hawks.
So yeah, that makes it easy. I mean, I don't think either of us have them beating the 1 seed anyway, so that's gonna be a pushover.
Yeah, I know. You want to
Yeah.
transition? You want to transition?
We'll
into
start. Yeah, we'll start right here. Playoff predictions. Dude, I'm like actually like this is like the greatest time of the year. I just love making these predictions. 1-8 matchup. We'll start in the. We'll do Eastern Conference first, then Western Conference.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you gotta say the best for the last. Come on now, you gotta say the best for last. You gotta say the best for last. Come on now. I don't think it matters. There's still sus
All right,
all around.
just start.
1 versus 8 is the Cavaliers and Hawks. He's saying
Cavs, Hawks. Cavs in 4.
damn.
I don't trust the Hawks to win a game here.
Oh, 100%.
really
I don't
don't.
think so either.
Without Jalen Johnson, I don't trust this Hawks team to take a game.
Yeah, 100%. I'm taking the Cavs in 5 because I think
Maybe they'll make a game close, but I don't think they'll win a game.
Well, I think if it gets to, I think here's it goes: Cavs blow out game 1, blow out game 2, blow out game 3. Game 4 is gonna be close, and then Trae Young's just gonna be like my one playoff win a year type mode, and then he's gonna win game 4 for them. And then we're gonna go back to Cleveland for game 5, and they're gonna be blown out. So Cavs in 5.
Okay, that's fair. Who do you got? Celtics, Magic, an officially locked in series. Who do you got?
Yeah, I got Celtics in 5 again. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be Celtics blow out game 1, game 2 at home, take care of home court, and then the Magic win game 3. And you're kind of thinking like, oh, like maybe the Magic, if they take game 4, then they're kind of right back into it. But the Celtics can come out game 4. Obviously, the 3-point shooting is amazing, so I don't think the Magic can hold up with that. Even though the defense is really good, they're strongest of the team, but I don't think they can hold with the Celtics 3-point shooting. So I think they take game 4. Up 3-1, go back home, game 5, take the series.
I have to agree with you there. I think this Magic team is just too good to go down in 4 games. The Celtics team is amazing, but I like the Magic. I like the Magic at least taking a game, probably at home, probably 3 or 4. But I like the Magic to win a game in this series. So Celtics in 5.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna go to you want to go 4 or 5 matchup, Pacers Bucks.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a great game.
Dame could come back. Did you see that?
Yeah, but he's not coming back game 1. That's the thing.
No, it's not game 1. But that doesn't have that much of an effect on the series.
Yeah, they said. I think the most reasonable time for him to come back would be game 3, when they go back home. I think that would be a better time to come back because obviously when you're the road team, it's the 4 or 5. The Pacers have the home court advantage. So, I think in that
going
first
back
2,
to Milwaukee, Pacers are up 2-0.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like because they had home court advantage. It's like you're. Let's clarify this first. Dame Lillard had a blood clot. That's like no pushover injury. So obviously you don't want to rush him back. But I just don't think that if you, it's already going to be hard enough to beat Indiana on the road with Dame, given he's coming off an injury too. So I think you might as well just push it back a game, let him come back at home, kind of sort of thing. But the thing is, obviously when you're the road team, you want to flip home court advantage where you get 1 of 2 on the road in the first 2. So it'll be interesting to see how they play that out. But I think they bring Dame back game 3. With that being said, I think Indiana takes the first 2 games. I think Milwaukee takes the next 2 games. I think Indiana takes game 5. I think Milwaukee takes game 6, and it's going to 7-game series. And in 7 games, I think I like the Indiana Pacers to win. Oh, actually, nah. I feel like I don't feel like Giannis is that bad of a player to lose in the first
I,
round 3 years in a row.
I feel like you're overthinking it.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks in 7.
Okay. Give me Pacers in 6.
Really?
It's just like you're overthinking. You're overthinking it because you're thinking it's Giannis versus the other team, which it really is because this Bucks team sucks. Outside of Giannis and Dame, this Bucks team sucks,
Yeah.
and you're overthinking it. It's not on Giannis losing in the first round 3 years in a row. It's on his front office and his organization for not building a decent team around him, not giving him a real coach instead of Doc Rivers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is it?
I'm
I think the Pacers win in 6. I
I'm
think
down
this
on it.
Pacers team. This Pacers team has done a great job rebuilding for the future. Their future is looking bright. I mean, after Depot left, it was not looking good for them, and now they
No.
won 50 games this year. They won
Yeah.
50 games this year, and the future is bright. I think they
Yeah.
win in 6 games.
See, you know what? You flipped me. I'm gonna take Pacers in 7 though. I think it can go 7. I think it definitely goes 7.
I think it could go 7. I just got the
Yeah.
Pacers win.
Yeah, you know what? Especially at home court for Indiana, I'll take the Pacers in 7. And then this is probably, I think this is my
3-6.
favorite matchup of the whole playoffs.
I
First
guess
round, at least.
everybody's.
Yeah, Knicks Pistons, giving a little bit of an 80s, 90s vibes here, early 2000s vibes. I mean, who you got? Break it down for me.
I think the Knicks are probably going to take both at home just because it's MSG.
Yeah.
And that's how MSG works. Have you seen the Pistons are only selling
So you get the
certain
Detroit
markets?
area codes. Yeah.
certain markets? Yeah. And like the Ohio area, like that
Yeah.
type of area, they're not allowing any Knicks fans. I guarantee you, there's going to be a ton of Knicks fans there.
Oh, 100%.
That's
Yeah.
just- That happens regardless. We saw Philadelphia try to do that last year, but
Yeah. That's not
I
gonna
think the
happen.
Knicks probably take the first 2 games at home just because it's MSG. But I could see the Pistons battling back and winning both at home. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
100%. Yeah, I think
And
based off. Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
no. I don't know. I'm still thinking about who I have in this matchup because it's
Yeah.
tough. I've been leaning back and forth.
Yeah,
But
I think in regards to the series, I think it starts in Game 5 because I think they split the first 4 games, if that makes sense. But
yeah,
if you're going
No,
back to the
I
fact
get
that the Knicks take the first 2 because of MSG, then I think you have to say the Pistons take games 3 and 4 because Detroit will be absolutely bumping in games 3 and 4. Like that will be probably one of the loudest series we've seen in a hot minute. It's going to give off Palace vibes. And I mean,
give me Knicks in 6 or 7. This could come back to bite me in the butt, but that was not that moment. But I don't know. I think this Knicks team is just too good to not put up a 6 or 7 game, just not to win this series. But I think this Detroit team's too good to not put up a 6 or 7 game series fight. And I could see them winning this. They're an incredibly streaky team in Detroit,
mhm.
and I wouldn't be shocked if they win this series in the slightest.
Yeah, I think this is definitely one of those series that is that grit and grind factor. But at the end of the day, obviously the Pistons lack experience. I think their most experienced player in the playoffs right now that's in the rotation is Malik Beasley. I can't think – Tobias Harris probably. So obviously that inexperience comes into factor. But at the end of the day, I also just trust the better player, and that's Jalen Brunson. And to be quite frank, they have 2 of the top 3 players in Brunson and Cat. Then also you have Bridges and Anunoby. Then you also have a better a better all-around team and a bench better than the Pistons. And I think that definitely comes into play. So I think the Knicks take games 1 and 2. I think the Pistons take games 3 and 4. And then I think the Knicks just take the next 2 and they win in 6. I think it's just as simple as that. But it is not going to be. It's not as simple as I'm making it sound, but it's going to be like that.
That's fair. I was going to say that you said the Knicks have a better bench. That's bold of you to say, considering Tibbs probably isn't going to play the bench.
Yeah, but I mean, the players that he comes off the bench, Deuce McBride.
Yeah.
I can't think of the other. Basically, Deuce McBride.
Tyler Kolek.
All right, bro.
Akome Dadier.
Ariel Porty, like, fuck. What are we doing? Shout out. Actually, no, let's not shout him out. Fuck him.
Yeah. No. I thought about it as soon as you said that, bro. Oh my god.
Anyways. Yeah, Knicks in Knicks in 6. So we have the same first round winners at least. Cavs over Hawks, Pacers over Bucks, Knicks over Pistons, and Celtics over Magic.
All right,
Um,
we want to just knock out the East before we get to the West.
yeah, let's just knock
Okay.
out these.
Okay.
So that means in the second round it'll be
So
Cavs
Cavs
Pacers, Knicks Celtics. Oh my lord,
Okay.
those are some matchups. That's why I love the playoffs, man. Holy shit, just great matchups. Never really know who to pick. All right, let's start.
Cavs Pacers. This is basketball heritage right here.
This really is, bro.
2018. This is basketball heritage.
I was thinking like, nah, never mind. They didn't play. Never mind. I was thinking like, oh,
Ethan,
wait.
how many games do you think the Pacers take from the Cavs? Because I think we both had the Cavs winning this series. I predicted them to win this series. I wouldn't be too shocked if they lose because I think the Pacers are a streaky team like that. We saw them last postseason, but I still would lean towards the Cavs just because I like that team too much.
Yeah, this is one of those where like I hate to see both. I would hate to see if like one of the team loses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the one hand, the Cavs has been the better team all year. Obviously, 64 wins is no pushover. But I mean, the Pacers also 150. That's no pushover there. And I'm like one of the biggest Tyrese Halliburton fans. I think his game just translates really well to any situation that you're in. He's always calm under pressure. Saw that last year in the Bucks series. We saw this continuously throughout this season. Obviously, when the start of the season was rocky, that he kept his level head, kept him cool, kept him composed, and brought him to a 450 wins. So, oh man, I think this is shit. I think the Pacers take one of two on the road in games 1 and 2. I don't know which one's going to be, but then I think also the Cavs take one of two on the road. So I think it's split 2-2 going into game 5. I think the Cavs take game 5. I think it's Cavs in 7. This is a 7-game series. Yeah. And that game 7 is going to be an absolute dogfight. I think we're going to see multiple games that come down to 3 or less points with 30 seconds to go. And I think game 6 or 7 can go overtime. One of those games can go overtime.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Cavs in 6. I think the Pacers are good. I think all games are going to be close. I think they're going to be relatively close. But I don't know if I can give the Pacers that third game. And I don't know if I can pick them to win this series just because I like the Cavs too much. I like their depth too much. I like their star power too much. I mean, they're such a good team.
Yeah. I'm taking Cavs in 7. You're taking Cavs in 6. So same type of thing. And then this is a series that everybody had projected in the conference finals at the preseason, but we're seeing in the second round. It's Knicks Celtics. Who you got? Well, let's break it down first. Break it down.
Give me Celtics in 5.
Oh shit! This motherfucker's going straight.
It's as simple as that. The Knicks can't beat good teams. We've seen it all year.
Yeah.
They struggle against OKC. They struggle against Boston. They struggle against Cleveland. They're lucky I'm giving them a game because they can't win against good teams.
They can't.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
They can't win against good teams. And Boston is a great basketball team, and they have the Knicks number. They could go into MSG and beat them.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. But I do think, like, this could just be playoff mindset biased, getting a little excited for it. But I do think the Knicks even it when they go back home. But I'm going to take Celtics in 6. Just because I think the Knicks take their first 2 games at home, games 3 and 4.
I'll give them 1 in MSG. I think New York's or I think Boston splits it in New York.
Yeah, I think the thing is if New York drops 1 of 2 at home, they're done 4 and 5. If they win 2 at home, I could see this going to game 7. It's like obviously it's the playoffs. It happens every single series. If you win this game, then you might not going to win this, whatever kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
If I think they're going to win their 2 at home, but then lose their 3rd, which is game 6 at home. So that's my Celtics in 6. And this is going to match up with the Cavs and Celtics in the conference finals. Woo! This is one of the hardest series I think I'm going to have to ever predict because obviously the Cavs I would say unsurprisingly, but exceeded by far expectations for the regular season. 64 wins, kept
Man,
Celtics number. Ooh, fuck, man.
it's
This
a
is
tough
this is
series.
a
This is a tough series. This at the end of the day, this is what we all want it to come down to. We've seen the regular season matchups between these two teams. They've just been legendary. This is what you want. This is proper basketball. This is the series you want if you love basketball.
mm-hmm. This is a
And for
7 game
me,
series. It's like we woke up in
it is. It is.
2009,
It
bro.
is. It absolutely is.
This is
And
like we woke up in 2009, bro.
for me, I gotta say Celtics in 7.
Woo!
I know Game 7 won't be played in Boston, but I do trust Boston to have the stronger home court advantage in every game they play at home. I think Boston's more likely to take games on the road than Cleveland is to take games on the road. I think Boston has the playoff experience. They're playoff proven. They're the reigning champs. What more can
Yeah,
I say? Joe Mazzulla is a great coach. They have great depth. They have a great bench. Not to say Cleveland doesn't, but I just trust Boston so much more in the playoffs than Cleveland
yeah.
when it comes down to it.
I don't even hate it. I think if the Celtics, obviously, I think this is going to be one of those series where we might not see somebody win on the road until Game 7, and I think
Yeah, I trust Boston to do it.
yeah.
I've seen them do it before. I trust them.
But the thing is, here's what I'm thinking. The way that I'm thinking is like if I go down your road where Boston wins in 7, I think it's going to be so reliant on Game 6 where they're down 3-2. They go back to Boston. They put on an incredible showing against the Cavs in Game 6 at home. And that's going to be their momentum giver to Game 7. Kind of how, which one was it? 2016 finals when Cleveland was down 3-2. Obviously, they're down 3-1, but I'm just saying from Game 6 onwards, down 3-2. Game 6 started off with like the greatest finals performance or start to a finals game of all time. And both LeBron and Irving had 41 apiece. I could see something like that happening with Boston against Cleveland in this series in Game 6, and then that'll carry over to Game 7. Oh, but that Game 7 is going to be like literally probably one of the greatest games I've ever watched in my life. This is so tough, dude. Like, I want this. Oh, fuck. Can I just say it's going to be tied going into Game 7? Leave it at that. Like, I don't even know who to put the
Make a
pick,
pick.
bro.
Nah, that's what. Make a pick. Make a
I don't
pick.
even know who to pick, bro. Obviously, I don't want Celtics to win because fuck Boston. I'm taking Cleveland 7.
Okay.
I trust them to get it done on home court, but I 100% see what you're agreeing with or seeing what you're saying with Boston in 7 too.
Side note: Jason the Anomaly Tatum, takes home Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Book it.
Even if they lose.
They're gonna win. I picked them to win, so why would I not pick Tatum to win?
I mean, but even if they
What?
lose, I don't know. What if they lose?
That's not what I picked. Are you gonna pick a Celtics player even if they lose?
No, I was just saying.
Jason Tatum, regardless, Jason Tatum's the best player in this series.
Oh, 100%. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I think if I'm obviously taking Cleveland to win, I think it's gonna go to Evan Mobley.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, obviously the reason that Cleveland gets through is because of Donovan Mitchell's bucket getting, but I think Mobley's just gonna be everywhere on the court for them in that series, and obviously throughout the whole playoffs.
Who knows if NBA media is gonna respect that? We know NBA media is terrible when it comes to.
Oh yeah, fuck no, sound whatever. Should be Mobley if that happens. Anyways, so you got the Celtics in the finals. I got the Cavs in the finals.
Let's move on to the West.
Yeah, let's move on to the West. 1-8.
Grizzlies Thunder.
I think the Grizzlies take a game out of Thunder. I think they're too good for that. Obviously, they don't have a coach, but like, I just think they take a game at home. I thought Thunder in 5, but it's not gonna be like a close 5.
I could see it being Thunder in 4. I could very well see that, but give me the Grizzlies to win one game.
Yeah, it's not gonna be as close as that 4-1 margin seems.
Yeah,
at all. We'll go 2-7 Rockets Warriors.
Okay.
See, this is where I've been going not even back and forth. I've been leaning to one side more over the other. I was here over on the Warriors side when they won on Tuesday night. I've slowly shifted my attention over to the Rockets because I think a lot of people are writing the Rockets off right now, and I just don't like it a lot. I think if there was one team in the league that would give the Warriors problems when they're hot, it would be the Rockets because I think they're the grittier team. They have
That's
better defense.
that's me on another series this first round.
Fuck. But I don't know. I like the Rockets team. It all comes down to inexperience, and I think this goes to a game
I,
7.
that scares me. That really scares me about the Rockets is their inexperience. I feel like they're a lot like OKC last year, but they're also way
Mhm.
less talented than OKC last year, and
This,
they don't have that guy. Like they don't have a Shea who you can get the ball to and say, "Go get me a bucket." You know,
yeah,
Şengün ain't doing that for you.
fuck no.
Fred VanVleet ain't doing that for you. Tari Eason ain't doing that for you. Jabari Smith ain't doing that for you. Amen,
Mm,
maybe. I think Amen's the only one on that team that has real it factor to him. But
yeah. Um, I think this series reminds me a lot of that Warriors versus Kings series a couple years ago. That's
I
what
can
the
see
came
it.
for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So by that notion, I think I'm going Rockets take first 2, Warriors take next 3. Rockets take game 6 on the road in Golden State, and then Warriors win on the road in game 7. I don't. If it goes to game 7, I'm taking Curry over anybody. Like in that
You,
series.
you, you took my pick. I was gonna go Warriors in 7 all the way. I feel like people are sleeping on the Rockets, like you said, but they're too inexperienced right now, and I don't think they have that guy right now. I don't think they have that guy. They don't have
Yeah.
that it guy. Obviously Jalen Green isn't that it guy,
Fuck
but
no. Although I do think
I
one of the players that will take a huge leap in his game this series is Cam Whitmore if he plays and gets those minutes.
I hope he does. I loved Camp Whitmore before the draft. I mean,
Yeah.
probably a few. Maybe we'll see him in Phoenix down the road, but yeah, no.
I think he might
Although
get a little
I
bit
heard, I
potential.
heard that I heard the Rockets have cooled off on KD now that the team's doing good, which good for them. I guess yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
definitely.
up with this current core. Don't win a title. Yeah,
Yeah. um,
but anyways, let's go on to 4-5. We're saving the best series for last.
yeah. 4-5 Nuggets Clippers. This one is like
It's interesting.
it's a
I don't I don't
very
love
interesting series.
I don't love either of these teams.
Yeah, I don't fucking like the Clippers anyways. Like I don't like either fucking team anyways, but not for the reasons of
All right.
team.
I I feel like give me Clippers in 7. I want to say it's
Hmm.
so tough for me, but with the way Kawhi's been playing recently, with the way James Harden has been playing recently, that Clippers has that Clippers squad has somebody who can defend every type of player. It's just going to be all come down to how they can defend Jokic, how Ty Lue schemes for Jokic, and
Hmm.
I give me the Clippers in 6 or 7.
Yeah,
I'd say
I'm taking
I'd lean 7.
Clippers in 6. Um, the Nuggets don't have their head coach Michael Moore anymore, so I don't trust them in the playoffs right now. And I think the Clippers can use what the Lakers did in their scheme to slow down Jokic. Obviously, Zubac is going to be the primary defender on him. That's going to be a great battle down low in the post. I think both players can average 15. Zubac can average 15 against Jokic. I think Jokic is going to drive obviously average triple double in my eyes. I'm taking Clippers in 6 just because I trust Ty Lue's scheme against Jokic. And I don't think this.
Yeah,
I think Jamal Murray is one of the biggest playoff risers of all time. But I think the Clippers can slow him down. Obviously, you have Kawhi Leonard, who's one of the best defensive players of all time on the perimeter. So I'm taking the Clippers in 6.
that's fair. I don't hate the take at all.
Also,
Uh,
one other note on the series, I'm really intrigued to see how the Wall performs it into a dome in the playoffs. I'm really
yeah,
interested to see how that works out. If that
hopefully,
actually really plays.
hopefully, hopefully it's better than what it's looked like in the regular season. Because to me, it just looks like Advanced City fans.
Yeah.
Go Clippers! Let's do it for our history. Go
Yeah.
Clippers!
Yeah,
It looks fake as hell right now.
Yeah, so I think playoffs time it'll turn up. Hopefully it looks cool. Hopefully in the sense like I don't give a fuck, whatever. Anyways, yeah, that's my pick. Clippers in 6.
Yeah.
And then
Your favorite series.
my
The best series in the first round.
Yeah. You go first.
I was gonna let you go first because I thought you had already had your thoughts down, but
Oh, my thoughts are all. This is my fucking team, bro. My thoughts are gonna be all over the place until we actually win this fucking series. Like, we could be up 3-1.
You said y'all win this series.
Bro. We could be up 3-1, and I'd still have doubts. Like, that's just a normal fan in me. But I'm going Lakers in 5. I mean, I don't know. I don't think wear and tear, Ric Flair, Rudy Gobert, Lakers in 5.
Go ahead.
Oh shit. Bro, I just smacked the table. I didn't even.
Why would you do that? Like literally, why would you do that?
I just hit the table.
Why would you do that, bro? You know how busted these things are, bro. Like
technical difficulties. It's always Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, it is.
But like I said, wear and tear, Ric Flair, Rudy Gobert, Lakers 5. Come on now. I'm talking
Go ahead, pound the table again.
And I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think. Okay, let me give you a real breakdown of this. LeBron said this perfectly on his Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. He said the primary defender of the team will have to guard either Luka or LeBron. Probably Luka. So let's say Jaden McDaniels, their best defender, guards Luka, right? Who the fuck is guarding LeBron? Or let's say Ant guards Luka. And then let's say Jaden McDaniels guards LeBron. This is no glaze at all. Who the fuck is guarding Austin Reeves on that team? I hate to say it. Nobody's guarding Austin Reeves. Sorry. No. You don't have 3 good defenders to guard a third option like Austin Reeves. And he is cold. He will average 25 in this series. Book it.
Give me Jalen Clark.
Motherfucker.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I mean, the Wolves have somebody to line up everywhere on this series. I was going to go into it, but I wanted you to get your picks off first.
Austin Reeves on the Wolves.
The Wolves and the Lakers are a great matchup, and I think a lot of people are underthinking it, just picking the Lakers to win. Because at the end of the day, we got a Lakers team who is small and plays offense, doesn't play a lot of defense, and they got some all-time great playmakers there. Then we turn to the Wolves, and we got a team who is defense oriented. That's all they do is play defense. They can't play make for crap. They can't play make at all. And they're like one of the tallest teams in the league. So I think it's really a more interesting matchup than people I think make it.
It's literally Lakers pros versus Timberwolves cons, and then Wolves cons versus Lakers pros. There's literally nothing in between. It's like this and like this.
Exactly. With that being said, give me Lakers in 6. The deciding factor being Julius Randle in the playoffs. Simple as that. Ant's gonna take over. Ant's gonna have himself a couple of games. Ant's the reason that the Wolves are gonna be in this series in the first place.
Yeah.
But Julius Randle's not cutting it in the playoffs. He's just not. He's one of the biggest playoff droppers of all time. So yeah, that's enough said.
Let's go. Thunder Warriors. Thunder Clippers.
Thunder Clippers.
Yeah, Thunder Clippers. That's an interesting series too.
Not really.
I don't know. I like Harden to go. Well, I got Thunder in 6. I think the Clippers take game. I think the Clippers take 2.
Thunder in 5.
I don't
think they're good enough to take 2, but I think Kawhi and Harden have a game, probably an into it, where they just take over and they're able to sneak one off the Thunder. But give me Thunder in 5.
All right. I mean, I don't know how much more explanation you need. The Thunder's a better team in the series. Thunder in 6 for me, Thunder 5 for you. It's just that.
Lakers Warriors, the primetime matchup, the matchup everybody's been waiting for. It's the biggest matchup of the playoffs, arguably.
Yeah, I think this is one of those series that's going to go down in history.
Oh yeah, like the one from 2 years ago.
I love that, dude. That was prime life for me, man. That was the greatest time of my life. Austria's half court buzzer beater in Game 6. Oh my god, take me back. Obviously, actually, you go first. I have special ties to this series. If
Okay,
you go first.
okay. For me, I like the Lakers more in this matchup. I really do. Draymond's a special defender and could bring some problems for the Lakers. But I think the Lakers' playmaking ability is just too much. Give me Lakers in 6, Lakers in 7, I want to say. It's so tough for me. It's so tough because I could see a world where the Warriors just catch fire and win this series, but they haven't been consistent enough for the entire year for me to pick them to win this series. Neither of the Lakers, arguably. Their first half was terrible, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, I got special ties this game. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm also from the Bay Area. Every time Lakers and Warriors play, it's always me and my friends going back and forth. So it's obviously going to be fun, all that kind of stuff. For this series, this is going to be the series where I go back home for. So I'll be home for that. We always have cookouts and watch parties for these games, so vibes are going to be up for this game. I remember Christmas Day we had whole family friends over for this game. In terms of the matchup, I'm never going to bet against my Lakers, and obviously I don't think they're going to lose this series anyways. But this series can 100% go Game 5 or Game 5, Game 7. And if it goes to Game 7, I don't think I said this earlier. There's nobody to take over Curry, but there's nobody to take over LeBron in a Game 7 if it goes to Game 7. So I'm going Lakers in 7. Mind you, if that happens, I will. Oh my god, I'd probably have like 4 heart attacks within the span of a week.
So we both got Lakers in 7. I think there's a world where the Warriors pull this off, but then again, I trust the Lakers more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Also, this is the first time. This is the first time, like, I'm gonna say, real playoff basketball's been played at Lakers at Staples Center in a while. 2023, ain't nobody thought we was gonna do anything good.
Staples Center.
Bro, shut up.
What's that? Staples Center.
I'm not calling it whatever the hell it is now. They need to change it back. Bro.
Staples Center. That doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't ring a bell.
All right, bro. I don't think the Spurs are going to stay in San Antonio any longer. So.
We literally just signed a new deal, bro.
Anyways, that means Thunder Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Another match we've all been waiting for all season long. Or not really all season long since the trade deadline. Who you got?
I know my winner of this series. I've known it for a long time, but I just don't know how many games. That's all it comes down to. I'll give the Lakers 2 games, one for Luka, one for Bron. Even though really and truly it's both for Luka in this sense, but Thunder in 6.
Yeah.
Thunder are a better team at the end of the day. They get it done. They have a better bench. They have a better rotation. They match up better with the Lakers. And at the end of the day, arguably the best player in this series is playing for the Thunder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have the MVP. You obviously have 2 bigs that will just punish down low against the Lakers defense.
It's difficult for me to say because playoff Luka is one of the best playoff performers of all time. That's a big reason why I chose the Lakers over the Warriors. And that's why I'm comfortable giving the Lakers 2 games against the Thunder.
Mm-hmm. See, here's the thing. Like, my logistics for this one is, like, there's no team in the world that's ever had LeBron as a second option in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And what that comes down to is, like, I think when we saw it in the back-to-back series, Lakers Thunder, a couple weeks ago, the primary defender on Luka was Shea, because they kind of have the same sort of, I'm going to say, like, pace of the game.
Yeah.
And LeBron cooked them because they had, I don't even remember. They kept switching on him because nobody could guard him because he was obviously the second option in those games. And that just gives me confidence that we can pull out, obviously, wins in the series. But the Thunder have just been so good all year. But, like, I really don't see, like, obviously I see, like, how they could beat us. But when it comes down to it, it's you have the Thunder has one guy, probably two guys, and Shea and possibly J-Dub that have that.
J-Dub's been inconsistent down the stretch. That's the one thing that worries me about the Thunder is
that's why I said
when Shea is getting so much attention. That's my worry.
Yeah, he has that half it factor. Shea obviously has that it factor. The Lakers arguably have two, maybe three in Austin Reeves, 2.5, who can win you a game on any given night. And again, I'm going back to this point, which I think is just it's a funny point to make, but it's honestly true. Not a lot of teams have a third defender that can guard Austin Reeves, and it's not even like me putting Reeves on this high pedestal. It's honestly true. I don't think there's been a lot of teams that have had a third defender that have been able to guard Austin Reeves this year, at least for the whole year. And it's such a hard series to pick, man. But like, then who's going to guard LeBron?
I think Shea's probably going to match up on Reeves. Lou Dort's more of the Luka defender.
That's still
Luka's going to use his mass, use his size to try to get shots and create advantages on smaller defenders, and that's just not happening against Lou Dort. Lou Dort's a buff defender. He's built like a running back,
100%. But I think
I like Dort to guard Luka, and Reeves is probably going to be on, or Shea's probably going to be on Reeves.
Yeah, and then also just leaves LeBron, but I'll go back to that later. But I think the scheme for JJ Redick in this offense is probably for the entire playoffs is to get Luka switched on to their big man. Obviously, in the Timberwolves series is going to be trying to get Luka switched on to Gobert.
Obviously, yeah. That's what the Mavs did last year. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And then when they play the Warriors, they're obviously going to be small ball. So just try to, you don't have to switch, but whatever. In the Thunder series, it's going to be trying to get Hardenstein or Chet switch on to Luka because they can't guard him.
Luka, it feels like just drive the big out of the paint. But that's the thing that makes OKC so interesting. If they play a double big lineup with Hartenstein and Chet, and Luka draws the big out of the paint, it's not going to have as much of an effect as it would have on the team, say the Wolves.
Yeah, because obviously Luka loves that.
Capable rim protectors, obviously. So
yeah, but then it also opens up for outside kicks, and I trust Rui and I trust Reeves and I trust Gabe Vincent to make shots. As weird as that sounds at this point in the season. They've been lighting it up for y'all. I don't hate that. Yeah, and then I love Jared Vanderbilt. He's that boy that I haven't talked about all episode, but he will play the majority of our minutes for defensive purposes, and he will play great defense on players like Shea. Even though Shea's going to average 30, but like he's still going to play great defense on some possessions and stuff like that. So that being said, as weird as it sounds, I'm going Lakers in 6. I don't think it goes 7. I think it has potential to be a 7-game matchup. I think the teams itself scream 7 games, but I'm taking Lakers in 6. I think OKC wins I think OKC wins game 1. I think LA wins game 2. I think LA wins game 3. I think OKC wins game 4. I think LA wins the next 2 on the road, and then OKC just drops after that. And that's what happens.
Okay.
Lakers in 6.
That's fair.
So you have Lakers.
I disagree.
You have Thunder Celtics.
Thunder Celtics.
I have Lakers Cavs. That's crazy. I've been thinking about my Celtics Cavs pick ever since I made it, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna switch it actually. I think I do like it. Well, I do like what you said about Celtics over Cavs, especially on the road. I think if it goes to game 7, I like the Celtics proven playoff talent and championship pedigree to pull out a Game 7 Cleveland.
You just want Lakers Celtics, bro. Come on.
That is also what I want too. So
yeah, bro.
I want Lakers Celtics finals.
You and Adam Silver, bro. Both y'all want it.
I want that. Lakers Celtics in finals. All right, go ahead. Thunder Celtics. What's your take in this breakdown NBA finals?
It's tough. These are two of the best teams in the league. I mean, throughout the regular season, there was so many good teams, but there was a tier above those good teams. And the three best teams in the league were the Cavs, Celtics, and Thunder. They were just above everybody else by a good margin. And it's tough seeing these two meet in the finals. But I kind of want to lean on the Celtics just because they're experienced. They've been in these big game moments. I know I said it against Cleveland, but I just trust them more. But at the same time, they've had health issues. It's tough, man. It's really tough. And it's a big year for the Thunder. The Thunder, I feel like, almost need to win this year. They've been so historic. Shea's been so historic. I feel like this is a big moment for his legacy. I think this series he needs to win. And at the end of the day, give me the Thunder in 7.
Damn, I like that. I'm gonna talk with you for a second on this one. If it is Celtics Thunder, I think obviously if it goes to a Game 7, OKC's bumping. They're one of the best playoff atmospheres in the league.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking about. I was thinking about how loud Paycom Center gets.
Yeah. But I was also thinking while you're talking, I was thinking this kind of reminds me of the 2015 Warriors, kind of the start of their dynasty, where the year before they won their first championship, they were eliminated in the second round, had a great season, all that kind of stuff. And the next year they kind of got over that hump. This kind of reminds me of that. And obviously they have that playoff experience, not the championship experience yet. So if that happens, I would also take Thunder because I think they kind of remind me of those Warriors squads in the 2015 years. Yeah, I like that pick. Obviously, I just said again, the Thunder's arena is going to be loud as fuck. So they're going to be loud as hell. Rowdy as hell. But for my prediction, Lakers Celtics, historic matchup. I don't care if I switched it. I want Lakers Celtics in the finals. I think that should be great for basketball too. And I'm taking Lakers in 6.
Really?
Yeah.
I think y'all are able to win a game in TD Guard.
Yes. We've done it before in the past.
But the Celtics can't take a game in crypto?
You mean Staples?
Crypto.
Fuck you.
Staples Center was where the real fans are at, where people actually wore the shirts, Crypto's the playoff atmosphere y'all got now.
Hi, bro. I don't care. Lakers are gonna close out at home. I don't think there's we've had one of the best home records in the league. Obviously, the Celtics have 2, but I don't know. It's tough. I don't really mind it going to Game 7. Again, I don't take anybody in the world over LeBron in Game 7, especially against the Celtics. He will show for that game. And if Luka gets a chance to go back to the finals again against the Celtics, he got a chip on his shoulder too.
Who's to say Joe Mazzulla isn't going to do the exact same thing
that he did to Luka last season? Okay,
we saw the way he got picked on. Okay,
and then again, they lost that series because obviously Luka got picked on, but also because Kyrie didn't show up.
Also, the Lakers are a lot worse of a defensive team than the Mavs were last year. Y'all are small. Y'all are a smaller team, and y'all are a worse defensive team. That's just a fact.
I don't know.
We saw the way Joe Mazzulla schemed.
It just comes down to Braun in the finals, honestly, for me.
I trust Braun. I trust Reeves. Drew in that series, Drew Holiday would probably be on Reeves, right?
Yeah. No, I think Drew would be on Luka still.
Yeah, I
think obviously going back and forth in transition.
Tatum matchup then. Braun gets the Tatum matchup then.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that for Tatum. I like that for both sides. That's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, I just think that'd be like crazy, and I think I just think I'm fantasizing as a Lakers fan. Like obviously, I like. There's nothing more in the world that I'd love to see other than the Lakers win a championship and raise 18.
I'd love to see it, not just for the historicness of it, but I'd love to see JJ Redick and Joe Mazzulla, two of the brightest minds in the game, scheming against each other. I think that would be something that people might not talk about as much, but that's something as a basketball fan I would love to see. I'd love to watch breakdowns of that. I'd love to see how JJ Redick plans for Joe Mazzulla taking advantage of Luka. I'd love to see how Joe Mazzulla plans for JJ Redick inevitably shutting down the Celtics. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. The two greatest minds in the history, or not, what the fuck am I talking about?
History, wow.
Well, I don't know how to say history in the game right now. Yeah, and I obviously think going back to my fan point, it's like obviously I'm gonna take Lakers. I'm gonna ride with the Lakers till I die. But it's also like not even like a far fetched thing. You know what I mean? Like the Lakers have that potential to win a championship, and I think it's gonna show. I think they're gonna have one of the hardest roads to the finals if they make it there.
It just dawned on me. What do you think about Jaylen Brown matching up with Austin Reeves? He could give Reeves some trouble there.
He could.
That's an underrated aspect of it. How well the Celtics match up with the Lakers defensively, at least size wise and defender wise.
I think he could match up well, but at the same time, I think if that's the option, then if Reeves has the ball and Brown's the on-ball defender, I'm going a little bit of coach mode here. I think they probably have they probably set up with Braun and Luka up top on a high set, have Hayes as the free roamer in the paint, and then Rui on like the dunker spot to corner spot, and then Reeves kind of on the wing, and they'll kind of like run a little bit of like a I don't even know what it's called, like a kind of like where they just like pass the ball up top, try to get to Reeves first, and then kind of send Hayes up, try to get a switch. If not, then they'll just go back to like a little bit of a ISO with Reeves on somebody or Luka up top and play a little two-man game up top. So it'll be interesting, definitely. Obviously, it goes back to the minds of JJ Redick and Joe Mazzulla. Again, two of the best minds in the league right now. But I'm still going to stick with the Lakers in 6. And I mean, obviously, like I don't think there's any wrong answer for
bias aside, of course. Bias aside, of course, for you, but
yeah, but I don't think it's like, again, like it's not like the craziest take of all time. Like it's really not.
Oh, it's absurd. It's absurd, but
I don't think there's a lot of series in these playoffs that you can pick wrong. I think they're going to be a lot of close series in this playoffs. And I'm just excited for it. I'm very excited for it.
Closing it out, Finals MVP picks. Jason Tatum, the anomaly.
Yeah, because you got Celtics.
Finally gets it done.
Yeah.
He wins Finals MVP. If the Celtics are to win this, he's going to have to be key both offensively and defensively. Give me Tatum to finally get his Finals MVP. I say finally, like he hasn't been in the Finals 3 times, but he's going to get his Finals MVP.
Yeah. Lakers over Celtics. I think it's going to be on. Obviously, I think because they're going to have Holiday on Luka, I think he's going to be limited a little bit, and I think in the finals it's Braun's time to shine again, and it's going to be
Braun's going to win. Braun's going to win it because the media vote regardless, bro.
Yeah,
Braun's going to get the media vote regardless.
I really do think that's the reason. There would be reason behind it too. So I'd say if Lakers over Celtics, it's Braun. Yeah. Oh, Western Conference Finals MVP, I think it's going to be Luka though. Okay. Sorry, I didn't go over that. I don't think everybody gives a fuck, but
I didn't say mine either. It's going to be Shea.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate.
Wait a minute. I high-key blinked. I picked the Thunder to win the finals. I high-key blinked because you were yapping for so long. I high-key blinked. Yeah, no, I picked the Thunder. I'm sticking by the Thunder pick.
Oh, because you said Thunder at 7, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I high-key blanked. You were like talking for so long. I started thinking strictly Lakers Celtics. In that case, Give me Celtics in 6 and Tatum winning Finals MVP. But if it's Thunder, Celtics, give me Thunder in 7 and Finals MVP. Give me Mr. Aura. Give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's gonna three-peat. He's gonna three-peat MVPs this year. Western Conference, regular season, and Finals.
That'd be hard.
Yeah,
That'd be incredibly hard. I mean, I'm just so excited for these playoffs, man. I really am.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I think this is gonna be all time, man. I'm so excited. Starts tomorrow, 10 a.m. Bucks Pacers. Oh, I'm so excited, man. I'm so ready. Guys, see how excited I'm wearing. I'm not even fucking wearing Lakers gear. I'm wearing their old Lakers. I'm so hyped. I'm even wearing underneath this. I'm wearing our 2020 championship shirt. We'll be getting new ones this year. But yeah, we are so ready. Anyways, that was episode 14 of the Pick and Roll Podcast. We will be back for y'all on Tuesday of next week. Stay tuned for that. We'll have some first round games to cover by that time. A couple of them to cover.
Yeah,
for those games. Yeah, I think we'll have the first 2 of each series ready for y'all to cover on that episode. And we'll have 2 for y'all too. We ain't drafting today. We ain't had time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited.
I am too.
Yeah.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is. Play that music. No, it's not even Christmas time. Anyways, we'll be back for y'all on Tuesday. And happy playoffs, y'all.
Peace.
See y'all later.
Peace.